ఇయర్ ఆరంభంలో ఒక స్టాక్ బ్రోకర్గా ఉండేను. ఆ తర్వాత 5-6 ఏళ్ల క్రితం హ్యామ్స్టెక్లోకి వచ్చి జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. రమ్మని మీరు పిలిచారా, ఆయనకే ఆసక్తి కలిగి వచ్చారా?
So Yogesh was actually an educationist himself. Then he branched off into stock brokering. I think as a principal, my dinners are always how did the day go, and what are the issues that you faced, what happened with me. So that sharing would happen all the time. So I think during that course of time, I probably when you share, you understand each other's issues, and I think before we realized, I started taking a lot of help from him, and then said, I think I didn't even have to ask him. I think he understood that there is a need, and came and joined me about 6-7 years ago now.
ఆయన పంజాబీ, మీరు అండ్ ఫ్యాషన్కి ఉత్తరాదిలో ఉన్నంత ఆదరణ దక్షిణాదిలో ఉండదు అని అంటారు. మీకు ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదా ఈ ముంబైకో ఢిల్లీకో వెళ్ళిపోయి అక్కడే సెటప్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని?
I think although Yogesh is a Punjabi, I think we've all become Hyderabadis. We've been living here since our birth, and so we feel more belonged here. అంటే మేము ఎప్పుడు అక్కడ అసలు మళ్ళీ నార్త్కి షిఫ్ట్ అయిదాము అన్నట్టు ఎప్పుడు ఆలోచన కూడా రాలేదు. ది కంఫర్ట్ జోన్ దట్ హైదరాబాద్ గివ్స్ యూ ఇస్ అమేజింగ్ అంటే. సో అండ్ ప్లస్ ఐ థింక్ Hyderabad is a very evolved market, Yes. Education ki ikkada value undi, style, fashion, interiors, everything has great amount of value here. Right. Alandanduko, it's not that I didn't venture out into other areas. Nagpurlo we started a center. But 3 years ago I understood that remote control operation is very, very difficult, Yes. So I experienced some failures too. So we had to shut down that business. So it's not that we've so we said okay, let's not expand business to other centers, yes. But let's create more courses. So our focus has been to create more courses which are all skill based. So we've been just that's how we added photography, we've added jewelry design. Now we're going to add some applied arts courses, so which is all skill developed and skill based.
మీ అమ్మాయి నిషిత కూడా బిజినెస్లో మీకు తోడయ్యారు. తను ఏం చదువుకుంది, ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో తన రోల్ ఏమిటి?
Yeah, so Nishita is a chartered accountant by profession, but she did chartered accountancy only to understand businesses better, because eventually a business is about the profit and the loss, and so she said, let me understand finance of the business. Yes. Now she's gone to Boston to do her MBA from Babson's. Babson's again is world number 1 for entrepreneurship. Okay. So that was her focus again, how do you create more entrepreneurs, what are the requirements of entrepreneurs. So I think she comes back, Ame Pokmundu, after her CA she worked with us for 3 years. That is when she believed that we need to create more entrepreneurs, and that's how she started a support system for all these students who are getting into the industry as a designer. So that's how H label came. She said okay, designers outside are not giving them the entire gamut of works that is required to understand and become a designer. So let's create that in-house and give students that experience to understand what all it takes and what are the steps for you to understand and go ahead to become a fashion designer. So that's how we created this e-commerce portal, for the H label. She initiated that. Okay. So now she's going to come back, and we are also launching our online course. Okay. So I think she's going to be taking care of that. Yes, online is the way forward now. So
మీ సంస్థకు అవసరమైన ఆర్థిక వనరుల్ని మీరు ఎలా సమకూర్చుకున్నారు? మీకు ఎవరైనా భాగస్వాములు ఉన్నారా?
So initially ఏదైతే పెట్టుబడి అవసరం ఉండేనో, I think we got it from our the initial education business that we did. దాని తర్వాత when we were in the expansion process, we mortgaged our own property, we raised loans from banks, we paid our interest, so ఆర్థికంగా కొంచెం కొంచెం సపోర్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద బ్యాంక్స్, సో దట్స్ హౌ వీవ్ ఎక్స్పాండెడ్ ద బిజినెస్.
మీరు ఫికీ లేడీస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో కూడా చాలా యాక్టివ్గా ఉన్నారు. యూఆర్ అ పాస్ట్ చైర్పర్సన్. మహిళా పారిశ్రామికవేత్తలకి అక్కడ ఎటువంటి ప్రోత్సాహం లభిస్తుంది? మీకు వ్యక్తిగతంగా మీరేం నేర్చుకున్నారు?
సో ఫికీ నా జర్నీ has been I think from 2005, where I was an active member in their committee, and then from 2009 to 2010 I chaired the organization, and now I'm a national governing board member for FICCI. Okay. So Andlo, what we do is first and foremost is education. How we educate the member to understand that what are the opportunities. Simple exercises, like we've had one session where we said, from hobby to career, kind of a program. So అందులో నుంచి two of our members understood. So one was very passionate about gym and all that. So then she saw that program and then went on to go open her own line of gyms. And there was another person who was very enthusiastic and passionate about baking. Then she went on to say that, okay, let me take up my hobby as a career, and then went on to start her own bakery product line, which she said now gives to parties and stuff like that. So simple, ante prati business enka oka pedda idea, oka pedda pettupadi avasram ledu manaku, so how it can be started simply also is, I think, what we've give them. And then we add value by giving them lectures, some sessions on finance, some sessions on marketing, so overall ga chuste, if anybody who attends the FICCI programs very regularly, there's a C learning for them. That learning will really help them take their their business from one level to the next and then to the next. So that's really important. And this is for what we do for our members, but grassroots level lo kuda we do a lot of training. Like the recent trainings that we've taken up under the body of FICCI is FICCI Ladies Organization, is that we've identified women who could be trained as drivers, and empower them, and then we've identified a set of another women who are trained as security guards. So and within our own organizations we try and absorb these women, so that somehow they stay connected to us, and then which in turn also empowers them. So we do a lot of this. The present thing that we're doing with FICCI Ladies Organization is that we've taken a village under us, and there we're training the women of that village the skills of tailoring and cutting and all that. And we plan to give them some business so that they finally do some uniforms for and so that business also goes to them. It's not just about the skill, but we're also trying to identify somebody who can give them work and say, okay, make so many uniforms for us.
Generation kuda
yes, so that's the focus. So grassroots level and member level runditki we are parallelly working towards it.